Mindset Geek from GoToL.com, and welcome back. Now today we're going to be talking about shoulds. If you saw the Mindset Minute already, I introduced that idea very briefly and challenged you to look at those things that you are doing because someone somewhere told you that you should. But of course, it's 1 minute long. There is not time within that context to give you concrete examples. And I do have some rather fun concrete examples to share with you to get you thinking, because these shoulds won't always come from the places that you most expect them to come from. So now my first should is actually in relation to these videos, the Mindset Minute and also these podcasts, specifically the Mindset Minute. Now you may have come across this advice, can't talk today, put my teeth back in. You may have come across this advice that we should do Facebook Live, that the algorithm loves Facebook Live and Instagram Live. Oh, it's the way to go. And sure, maybe Facebook does love live videos. Maybe it's giving more of its algorithm juicy stuff to those live videos. I don't know. The experts tell us that this is so. Who knows? However, I would challenge that, and I would encourage you instead to look at how any of these bits of advice fit within the context of your lifestyle, because I love recording the Mindset Minutes. I love sharing them with you every single day. They used to be every day, they're now every weekday, Monday to Friday, because I felt like Saturdays and Sundays I like to have some family time. I like to chill out. And even if I pre-recorded them, the extra pressure of trying to get them done ahead of time, it was just stressing me out. And so I thought, well, okay, maybe I should do it every day, but it's not serving me. So I'm not going to. And I nixed it. So now, if you've been following along, you will see that both the podcast and the Mindset Minute and the video that now goes with the podcast, they're Monday to Friday. Nothing comes out on a Saturday or a Sunday. You missed them? Go catch up. There's now 50 episodes, I think, of the podcast that you can listen to if you want to. But going back to this conversation about Facebook Lives, I know what I'm like. I know how my lifestyle is set up. And if I should go live at a set time every single day, do you know what would happen? It wouldn't happen. I like the fact that instead I can pre-record these. Sometimes I let you into a little secret. Sometimes I even record 2 on the same day. I like to do 1 a day, they're great. But sometimes I do 2 a day if I know I'm going to have an extra busy end to the week, for example. That's the beauty of doing this in a way that serves me. So taking that should, that expectation from someone else, and going, do you know what? Nah, it's not going to work for me, and doing it in a way that does. Now, my other should that I want to sort of throw out there is this idea of captions on videos. So some of you watching or listening to this will know that originally the podcast was just a podcast, and I've become the queen of repurposing content, and that's actually going to be a conversation for next week, this idea of labels and the names we give ourselves. So hold on to that thought. However, I have become something like the queen of repurposing content, because now what started out as a humble podcast that was released on my blog, it then got pushed through to iTunes, it then got pushed through to Stitcher and Spotify and Google Play and all these other places. But it was still just a podcast. And then I decided to follow up on some input from one of my friends, and she said, I don't do podcasts. I like to put a video on and I listen to it. Same difference, but that's how I like to do that content. And so I started doing a video version. And my little brain got to thinking and said, well, seeing as you're doing the video version anyway, why not upload that video to Instagram TV? And so I did. And my brain thought, well, seeing as you were doing that, why not also upload it to Instagram? Just said Instagram, LinkedIn. See, all these different platforms. Why not also upload it to LinkedIn? And so I did. And that's when the conversation about captions happened, because particularly on LinkedIn, but I'm imagined to a greater or lesser extent on Facebook as well, people like captions, so I am told. You should do captions, because that way then people will engage with your content. They don't have to have the sound on, they can just read the words as they scroll. And as I said to my friends in a group I'm in, I said, nope, I'm not going to do it. I made a conscious choice, and it wasn't just me going, nah, because they said, oh, another thing to add to your to-do list. That wasn't why I rejected it. I don't not do captions because I'm lazy, although, yeah, I like a nice, easy life. But no, I made a conscious choice not to do captions, even though I should, because I like the fact that if you're watching a video, I feel like I'm talking to you. I make a point of looking at the camera. And so, it's like a two-way, well, not a two-way conversation because I can't hear you back. When you scream at the screen, I get something wrong. And there was there was an Instagram video in the summer where there was what I described as a rook, and it was a magpie or something like that. And there were people in the comments going, no, it's not a rook, it's a magpie or a crow, or I can't even remember what bird it was now. So just so you know, when you scream at the screen, I can't actually hear you. That said, there are ways for us to communicate about this stuff, and I love the fact that looking at the camera lens, I really feel like I'm actually talking to you. It's part of the fun. If I stick captions over top of that, even if you want to watch the video, you're going to get distracted by the captions. If you're anything like me, we have this habit, words come up and then we read them and then we miss the eye contact. I think eye contact's wonderful. So I made a conscious choice to go, no, I'm not doing captions. Now, yes, I know that means that some people will never watch my video. The people who are in work and who like captions because it means that they can scroll and look on LinkedIn surreptitiously, maybe on their phones while they're meant to be working. Okay, fine. They're never going to engage with my videos. That's fine. They're not my ideal people. They don't want to do it. They haven't got to do it. There's no pressure. That's fine. So I should add the caveat that, when you reject some of those shoulds, I should add the caveat. Yeah, I just caught myself. But when you reject the shoulds, you have to accept that sometimes those things that you're choosing not to do, that's not going to be necessarily the best answer for everyone. I might get some flack on not having captions on my videos. I joked actually to my friend Morag that I should have one set of captions along the bottom that said something completely different to what was actually in the video. How fun would that be? Haven't done that yet. I might play around with that one time, and if you actually listen to the sound, you get like secret codes and extra hidden stuff. Who knows, that would be quite fun. But those are just two simple examples within the context of business of things that you should do, or the experts say you should do, that personally I've chosen to take and do in a way that serves me. But there will be examples for you as well. And so I wanted to encourage you today and remind you today, and take a look at those shoulds in your life. Like we started talking about in the Mindset Minute, what are those things that you are doing that somebody has told you you should? Are they serving you? Are they making your day delightful? Do you enjoy doing them? If not, I would encourage you to nix them or find a way to do them differently. Okay? And give it a go for yourself. See how you get on. As ever, these are just things to try. Life is a game. It's an experiment, a plaything. Try it for yourself and then let me know how you get on. Okay? Excellent. I shall be back tomorrow. In the meantime, have yourself a delightful day. I've been Elle from GoToElle.com. I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.